Django has the ability to create custom models for your application. Custom models are created in the models.py file within the application directory. Here we can define new classes to represent each custom model. Each model typically corresponds to a single table in a database. Within the class, the list of fields are defined using the data types from the helper class django.db.models. These classes determine a few things for each field. The first is the class determines the data type of the column within the table. The data type has to be converted from Python data types to data types understood by the database. Next, the default HTML input type for this field is determined by the class. This is used to determine what type of input to use when forms are automatically rendered. Lastly, the minimal validation requirements are determined and put to use when forms are automatically generated. For our project, we use the predefined models user and group defined by a type of model serializer called hyperlinked model serializer. When using this class, the fields and relationships in the serializer will be automatically generated from the predefined user and group models. We will not be creating any custom models for the scope of this project. However, we are able to see the structure our predefined serializers used in the project to gain an understanding of the fields contained within a model. To view the fields and relationships for our predefined serializer, we can use the Django Shell. This shell allows us to interact with the database and create new instances of our serializers. We will initiate the shell using the command python manage.py shell. Next, we will import the user serializer and instantiate a new instance called user. This has created a new instance of the user serializer that we can use to view what fields are being serialized. We can print the new user serializer to the console and view the relationships using the representation function. We will call the representation function within a print statement and add our user instance as the first argument. This line will reveal the object representation of the user serializer showing the data types and relationships that are defined. When the statement is executed, we can see the fields and relationships within our user serializer class. The username field in the user model is defined by the char field data type and is a required field with a max of 150 characters. Similarly, the email field is defined by the email field data type, and the groups field is defined by the hyperlinked related field data type. This is where the hyperlinks are created to link a user to a specific group. Now that we have an understanding of how models and serializers interact, let's move on to defining our views. For more Python tutorials, like, share, and subscribe to the PyPros channel.